Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Mark with the mic.
What's going on? What is going on?
Chillin', Mark. What it is?
Um, just was watching a bunch of stuff and trying to catch up to this cast. I've been watching X-Men animated series. I'm almost at season 4 actually. Um, I caught up. I watched this new show called Shogun. Um, Amazing. It's only on the first two episodes. Episode 3 aired last airs tonight. If it's like it's about like feudal Japan kind of shit like that, and it's really well done. So I recommend taking a check out on that. But other than that, that's about it. I'm playing some games. I got WWE 2K24 yesterday. Tried it out a little bit. I didn't get to play like a full time on it, but I've been playing it little by little. And then Final Fantasy Rebirth also came out, so I've been busy on gaming side of things.
Yes, sir. Um, so it is hashtag what is it, 2K24 day?
Yeah.
2K24 day. So you know what that means. Black wrestlers beating up Hulk Hogan. That's all I've seen. I'm like five different big name people just posted videos. It just got like thousands of views and likes. It's just Hogan catching the boots. There's one I sent you because I think it has a new animation.
Yeah.
It's the New Day kicking his ass, and
I
then
saw.
you see Xavier walk off to the side, kick his elbow pad off, and throw it at him.
Yeah.
What? Where'd that come from? What the? It just is bananas.
It was
So
always there.
if anything, new ways to beat up Hogan. All
There
right.
you go. And you got three different Hogans you could beat up.
Exactly. Exactly. It's unfortunate the game came out after Black History Month, but it's all right. It's
Yeah,
okay.
it is what it is.
It is what it
Um,
is.
the game plays pretty good so far. I played maybe like 3 hours of it. I played some of the showcase. I played a match, and I kind of just went around through the menus, kind of updating the title scene, things like that. Seeing what I had to unlock, seeing things like that. But it's been pretty good. They kept the formula they have for the last 2 years, but I think they just tinkering with it and improving it more and more every time, which is a good thing. Because it really does showcase like they're actually really taking the game seriously, and they also want to make sure you're getting your best part of the game. Um, the they have like little mini games now, like with the back and forth punches. There's some other mini games that here and there that you kind of get used to. Showcase mode showcase the highlights of WrestleMania, which is they done before, but they doing it in different aspects of things. So they're going in the heel and baby face, and not just the baby face, or not just one story. It's everyone's story. So they're kind of going into a bunch of years and things like that. Like I did Macho and Steamboat in your Steamboat. I did who was it? Who was the first? That was the first one. The second one was Hogan Andre. That's why I was kind of highlighting the match wasn't the greatest, but it for what it did with the crowd, it makes it makes it strong. And it goes into stuff like that, and it does a really good job in doing it, and kind of gets you into the history of wrestling. So if you're not strongly into the history of wrestling, you will definitely get it from here. Um, Also, the creator character is always a big highlight of it, and they always do improvements in that. I have not done the story mode yet, so I'm not too fond. I'm not sure where they're going, but I did like last year's very much. The only one I didn't finish though was the ladies. I didn't finish the ladies storyline. I was pretty far into it, but I didn't get to finish it. But so there's a chance that if anything, if I wanna try to platinum last year's, I could probably work on that a little by little. But so far so good. The game is fun. It's getting pretty good reviews so far through a lot of outlets. It's getting eights to nines, so it's a good rated wrestling game. If you're into WWE, especially WrestleMania seasons up, this is the perfect time to grab the game and actually really get into it. So there you go. And shout outs to the figure character sprites. They have Cody Rhodes and John Cena as the action figure. Yo, straight up, they could actually make a game if they just did everyone as an action figure and just make it an arcadey game that their arms pop out and shit.
Why not? They
I
sh-
will so buy that. So
why not?
yeah,
They have the technology.
they have
They
the
can do it.
technology. They have the way. And just have like the old school like toy rings, like have the Hasbro ring as a thing. You could even do like a Hasbro model, things like that. Like you could actually get really creative with the toy brand and not have to go so serious with the storylines and stuff like that. And it could be very arcadey. You could play the wrestling all stars, could be like crazy finishers and things like that. But the fact that they're toys, they could break, they could actually lose limbs and things like that. Could probably weaken them, things like that. And I think you could have a really weird shit with that because the way they do these models are fucking sick. Like they look like very like the figure, and it's crazy how they look. Cause I remember last year's had John Cena, and that was like my favorite character in the faction thing. That's the character I used all the time just because I liked the way it looked.
Hmm.
So it's
Why not?
cool that they did that. I would like to see more characters be made like that, or even a
I would
DLC
like
of a
them
sprite.
to do a custom.
Yeah,
Just do a custom.
but I would like to see more characters like be their figure in this. Like maybe do a DLC that they have alternate costume that has the figure. Cause like you could do Seth Rollins' action figure, ultimate figure. You could do Oscar's ultimate figure, and actually do it like that. That would actually be really cool. But it's a fun game. Definitely check it out if you're into wrestling or you're not, and just into wrestling, like trying things out and things like that. It's a fun game so far. I played it for a good 5 hours. I'm enjoying it so far. I played more on the Portal than actually on the console, but I'm actually really enjoying it.
Good stuff.
And then Final
Good stuff.
Fantasy Rebirth came out. I have not had a chance to sit down and really play it. I just finished Remake. So I just ended remake. I started the DLC, and I was like, "Do I have to do the DLC to go into this game?" And everyone was saying, "No, you don't have to, unless you want to know that character's story." And I was like, "Do I really want to know her story?" And then they kind of discouraged me because I had to learn this fucking little survival game that you have to play a bunch of people, and that's how you progress in the thing. And I'm just like, "Damn, I gotta play this fucking game," and it gets me annoyed. It's like Gwent in a way, and I hate when they do that. They make it progressing into the storyline when you actually have to learn how to play the damn game, and it annoys me. So I'm thinking of going into Rebirth. I saw the opening scene for it. It looked pretty sick. I'm looking forward to playing the game.
Gotcha.
But remake
And it's
was
good.
really good. It was beautiful.
And it's fun. Um, I just gotta wait for whenever the hell, for whenever the hell the PC version comes out. That's it.
Oh yeah,
Because the only person I've seen playing it, the only person I want to see playing it is Maximilian. I really don't care to spoil the game that much
yeah,
for myself. That's it'll be 6 months or whatever. So whatever.
yeah.
We'll wait.
Ghost of
Uh,
Tsushima's getting a PC version very soon.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people will like that. I never really had an interest in that game.
Game's good.
It just never clicked for me.
If
But I
it's
don't know what the story is, so
yeah,
maybe that's the part that I might get into if I play it.
the combat style is pretty sick too.
It just reminded me of Batman with swords. It really did.
Um, I
'Cause
could see that. I
it
could
was
see.
button count up. Scott Steiner does not agree, so
No. Yeah, he has a right to agree. It's a really good game. I think the story was really strong. The online game they made off of it was really fun too. But it was
gotcha.
good.
No, I never got to see the much of the online,
It's
but
like a very meditative game. Like if you like honestly you could go on and just walk around and it's just like a breeze. The breeze is blowing, the trees are shit. It's a beautiful game. It's a cool game.
mm, mm.
And also watching that Shogun show makes me want a sequel more now.
What's that supposed to be about?
It's a samurai. It deals with feudal Japan and the samurai military, like the English military. They captured them and then they're using them as slaves. One gets kind of put into they're afraid of things, and he actually learns to be a samurai and things like that. But the story is really good. It has a lot of good actors in it. The guy that plays Scorpion in the new Mortal Kombat movie, he is the main actor in it. I think he's the main. I guess he's the Lord of the, or I don't know the name of what they call him, but he's kind of like the king of that area and things like of his area and shit like that. So it's really good. It's 2 episodes in. It's on FX, and I think the third episode airs today.
Okay. All right.
Oh, there's a anime I've been watching too. It's called Ninja Kiwami. It's on Adult Swim. I watched
No,
the
never heard of it.
first 2 episodes. It's pretty sick. Like it's bloody as fuck, but it's actually really good. I'll definitely say check it out. It's I think 4 episodes in. I think it's gonna be 12 episodes altogether. But it reminds me of Ninja Assassin as anime.
Really? All
Yeah,
right.
it's fun as hell.
All
It's
right.
great. So definitely check it out. Shout
That's
out
a
to my
big
buddy
compliment.
Alvin. He's the one that kind of showcased it for me.
That's a pretty big compliment for Ninja Assassin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. You playing anything?
No, not really. Just waiting for Dragon's Dogma's next month.
Yes.
Or this month, actually. It's maybe
Yes, this month.
less than 2 weeks away. 22, I believe. I think it was the date.
Check
21st or 22nd?
check JNL or
I'm not buying a physical. I thought
oh
I can't play physical
oh yeah
games
yeah you PC. I forget.
if I don't have a disc drive anyway.
Oh
So
yeah
I
yeah
can't, I can't play physical games. So um, I just have to wait.
yeah. You gotta wait.
But it's day and date. It's not some weird thing. But it should be 22nd, sometime around that. I hope it's not the 28th, because if it's the 28th, that
22nd.
sucks. 22nd, good.
Yes.
So that's 2 Fridays. That's not bad,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. Yep. 2 Fridays.
Um,
3
that's
square.
basically all I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
Uh, aside from that, what else is new? Nothing.
Um.
Nothing new. I got my Magneto. I don't know if
Yeah.
I
How
said that
that
on
is.
cast. It's heavy. Those figures from that line, they are solid.
You know, when you were talking about that figure, I was like, you know what? I might actually want to try to grab these, and then I look at the prices, and I'm like, fuck, I waited too late.
What do you mean? Season two is still default price.
Season 1, all the figures are about $40.
Oh, season yeah. Nah, but I mean it is what it is.
Yeah.
But season two, might as well get them while they're hot, because they have they had told you they have another Cyclops in
Yeah.
the costume, so you might as well get that one.
Yeah.
You pay X amount of money for that other one, just get that one.
Yeah, that's true. But
Um,
I like them. They look dope. That Magneto look cool. So how?
but they do have quality to them. It's just like the faces are great.
Yeah.
There's no longer bad sculpts for faces, and if
Yeah.
they are, they usually get called out pretty early. Because if it was a bad sculpt and people would have talked about it, I probably wouldn't have bought it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So
It
like
looked good,
pieces
like
look
in the
great.
preview.
Obviously, it's a specific Magneto. It's not default Magneto. That's why I wanted it,
Yeah.
because it's that costume from the trial,
Yes.
which I realized I have not actually read that book.
I just listened to I listened to the podcast I told you about last week. The X-Men audio drama. I did listen to that storyline on there. It's actually quite good.
Okay. All right.
It kind of goes
That's
into two different stories because his trial is there, but then it goes into a whole thing with the Murdochs and shit. So it's a couple things that go on during that time.
so I mean, that also has me waiting to see what they do on the show, because
Yeah.
that's what the figure is for. It's for the show.
Yep.
Also, I mean, maybe I'll think about it, because I think I saw something else I wanted to get that was unrelated to X-Men,
Yeah.
but like some of the other ones I might want to get later on. You know?
Yeah. They all look good. Like it's a nice set to have. Like it looks like honestly, I wish I pre-ordered the first wave. I actually thought about it too, and I did not. I didn't know I was gonna get this hype into the show. Seeing I'm watching the animated series right now and all that shit, so I'm kind of hype into the whole X-Men 97, so I'm ready for it. And then there's a comic coming out for it too that I'm actually looking forward to see what it is.
Okay, okay.
So they're
Hmm.
doing some good stuff with it. Again, the figures are amazing. I'm kind of pissed I missed out on that Wolverine first wave. Um, I did buy the Gambit and Rogue so far. So I was like, you know what? I sold them on sale, and those are the two that were on sale. The Magneto was sold out, and I'm like, fuck, I was gonna grab that too. But the Rogue and the honestly two of my favorite X Men were on sale, so I was like, all right, I could go with that. Uh,
He's showing. Somebody's showing 2K24,
yeah,
and then showing Jay Uso's entrance. And the crowd has no rhythm.
yeah.
Oh, that sucks. That makes me sad. The crowd is offbeat with Jay. I'm like, damn. Oh well, can't have everything.
Yeah,
It just looks
they
hilarious
just
too.
probably got the crowd from like Kentucky, and they just didn't go.
No, it's
They
just
all over.
they didn't time it right.
Yeah,
So it's just the crowd's not even in uniform. It's all over the place.
maybe hopefully they upgrade that.
It's funny. It's really funny.
Yeah,
Ah,
there's
but
a trophy for throwing the weapon at someone's head.
excuse me.
There's a trophy for throwing the weapon at someone's head.
In that game,
Yeah.
you could throw weapons at people's heads.
Oh,
Oh,
you never saw the
yeah.
trailer of them throwing weapons at each other?
If it happened, I must have missed it.
It's
No.
hilarious. Cause you just see Becky just toss one at fucking someone's head.
Oh, okay.
It's great.
I didn't. No, no, no. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, you can throw weapons now, so you just see people just launching weapons at each other.
Nice.
You could catch them
Nice.
too, but like you just see people just getting like fucking nailed with a weapon. Like you see the person like doing a top rope move, and all you see is a chair get thrown and knock them down and shit.
Mm.
So it looks like it's gonna be something. It's gonna. It looks like it's gonna be an annoyance online, but it looks like it's gonna be fun when you're playing like computer and shit. You can make your little storylines. You tossed them, but with a chair.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, it's something. But yeah, I
Do
was looking
you
at those X Men figures. They look amazing, and
do
I
you
actually like
have?
the Spider Man ones too. But they're too far in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got you. Got you. But they do. Wait, they finished that? It's already done for
No, they're just
Spider-Man?
far into it.
Okay, okay.
I mean, you're making Tombstone and fucking
What,
Scarlet
Hammerhead?
Spider
You
and
gotta make
Hammerhead.
Tombstone and Hammerhead.
You're far.
You gotta make Tombstone and Hammerhead. Why not?
But they're far in the season, so like they made like the first two seasons of the villains and stuff like that, and they made like a lot of the
So
secret
that
characters,
means
like Smythe is a figure and things like that. So once they passed that, I was like, wow, they're like far ahead.
so that does that mean they didn't get to Venom yet? Because wasn't Venom
Oh, they
like
made Venom like three, four
three?
times.
But he wasn't even in the first season, right? He
He was
wasn't
in
even
the
in the
end.
second
It was
season.
the season
He's in there.
finale. Yeah.
So like, what the hell? They're not going to. Did they change it up? What's going on?
They also
What's
did
happening?
the with the blue and red. They even did a collector's edition of it with the blue and red highlights and all that shit.
Huh? Oh, I got you. I got you.
But
But
I saw
they
these
messed up.
figures that I might, you know what? I might actually just get these instead of the Marvel Legends. They do have like the 3-inch ones from X Men '97.
Oh, they really they made small figure. What
Yeah,
are they?
they're made
So
for
big head?
kids. They're made for kids, but I think they actually look pretty cool, and they're 3-inch.
But they made them for. I mean, the style.
Yeah,
The are they PB the big heads or are they just the size is
they just
small?
the size is small.
Okay, okay, okay.
They look more like kid figures though. They're limited with movement and stuff like that. But I'm looking at like again, I got Gambit and Rogue. I got Gambit and Rogue. I was able to grab those. I missed out on the first wave, so that whole wave, besides Gambit and Rogue, I had missed out on the rest. Cause Bishop is actually not bad in price. I think the one that's a bitch to get right now is Wolverine and Storm. Storm is actually a bitch to get.
Yeah, she. Wait, which one is that?
That's
Is that
the
white suit?
Mohawk one.
What is it? White suit mohawk, or did they do a different color?
It's the mice white suit Mohawk. So it looks like the old school suit, but with the Mohawk. That's how she's looking in '97.
Gotcha. Okay, okay, gotcha. Does it come with a different head with the full
Uh,
with the OG?
does she? No, she does not.
That's not okay. All right, all right. They're making a choice. I want them to do the Morlock Storm. When are they ever gonna make that again?
I don't know.
Like,
Maybe. Because I
cut.
heard there's a Morlock storyline in the '97 episode. So
Because as far as I remember, they made that, but it's been so long ago. Forget trying to buy it.
yeah,
But like, there has not been a recent one of those Mohawk
yeah,
with the leather vest and the black leather pants.
yeah.
Have they ever made No, they had to have made Callisto. It's just that she's another character that is so long, probably since they actually made her.
Yeah.
Good luck finding one.
I actually,
Damn, so many, so
yeah,
many.
so many stuff. I actually found a set for 160 for the first
And
wave.
what's that? That's five or six of them.
The whole six figures of the first wave.
Six.
Then they also had the X Men, the VHS ones that they dropped out of more sinister. I think they did Wolverine and Cyclops with those, and they were the VHS tapes.
Mm, gotcha, gotcha.
They're cool looking. Anyway,
Okay, that's not bad.
yeah. Who knows? Let's see. Let's see. Let me get some extra monies, and I can see where I can do with that. Oh man. But for on, anything else?
No, that's about it. It's just a lot of wrestling.
Yes. This week was dominated.
Basically, yeah.
So we will go into the comic theater. And our movie this week is Avengers: Age of Ultron. It released May 1st, 2015. It was how long? 2 hours and 21 minutes. And again, this is our return to the MCU. It was directed by Joss Whedon. It was written by Joss Whedon, and then credits to Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. And it's starring Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, Chris Evans as Captain America, Mark Ruffalo as Hulk and Bruce Banner, Scarlett Johansson as Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow, Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye, James Spader as the voice of Ultron, Nick Fury, Samuel Jackson, Don Cheadle as War Machine, Aaron Taylor Johnson as Quicksilver, Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch, Paul Bentley as Jarvis and Vision, Kobe Smothers as Maria Hill, John Anthony Mackie. Anthony Mackie was in this movie?
Yeah,
Oh, he
for a
was
little
right.
bit.
Yeah. Okay, so he was the Falcon. Um, Haley Atwell, Peggy Carter. It kind of had like the past thing of the Last Dance. Idris Elba as Hellman. Linda Cardellini as Lauren Barton. Stellan Skarsgård as Eric Slavin. Claudia Kim as Dr. Helen Hu or Chu. Oh God, there's so many. Andy Serkis as Claw. Stan Lee as Stan Lee. Um,
Wasn't he? Well, was he Stanley or was he like? Well, they say Stanley. I thought
he's
he was
always
supposed to be
Stan
like
Lee,
a
but he's a
specific.
different character of Stan Lee. So he's the multiverse of
Okay.
Stan Lee.
All right. That makes sense.
And let's get the random character we always pick. Who
Who? Yeah, who?
Joseph M. Abbott, party guest.
Party. Yeah. All right. Party guy. I remember that guy.
Yeah. So, oh, Luke Ferrigno was uncredited for Hulk's voice.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, yep.
Okay.
So what do you think of this movie? Seeing that we did review this movie before, what you see it now after seeing the whole MCU, after seeing everything and how it plays out, what do you think of this movie now?
I uh I never thought it was bad. I just thought I was hitting superhero fatigue at this point.
Yes.
Um this movie made me dislike Iron Man as a person.
Yep.
I chose Cap's side.
Yeah.
Just saying. Just um good because it actually had character development.
Yeah.
Um which I have to give credit to the movie. So there's that. I think the the little development of friendships between like Scarlett Johansson and then um first Hawkeye, because you see the buddy like buddy cop thing they have between them,
Yeah.
and how she calls Hawkeye her best friend,
Yeah.
and then you see the spark of the love interest between Bruce Banner
Yeah.
and Black Widow.
Yep.
Um, so there's that development. I do like when this is a lot of small moments in this movie, and I think that's maybe a credit to just the good things about most of the mainline Marvel movies.
Yeah.
They got down how to have the little moments, and this one is Joss Whedon, so it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It makes almost the most sense.
He's like
That's
a
like
heavy dialogue person.
yeah, he is the king of the small moments between characters,
Yeah.
so expect that. I
Yeah.
think
I
that's why
thought it
the
was.
smaller moments between the characters more than the movie overall
Yeah.
as a bigger picture. I like Ultron, and I like that. Do I have to ask you though? Is it supposed to be that he is split up between Tony Stark and Jarvis, and then the third thing is
Ye-
that what makes up the personality of Ultron, or is it something else?
So the
Because I'm
comic.
trying to understand where's his humor coming from.
So the from the comic, he was like kind of a android off of Wonder Man. So they took the characteristics of Wonder Man, his character and everything like that. He was built into Ultron. So basically, he was like a robotic clone of him, and that one went haywire. And then also Vision is also a clone of him, and he was like the secondary one and stuff like that. So he was off of a clone of Wonder Man. So that's what
Except
gave.
he got none of the personality at
Yeah.
the Vision.
Yeah.
The Vision is bland as toast.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. He's like he has the butler mentality. But
yeah, I guess so.
yeah. But you in this one they kind of did the whole Iron Man and him being so connected to his armor and stuff like that. So it has his say into the suit, and then also Jarvis being the pilot, like well the kind of pretty much the butler of the suit. He's the one that does everything else inside of it. They kind of hinted with that with Spider-Man. Spider-Man. So funny shit is the actor that played Vision, his wife is Jennifer Connelly, and she does the voice of the Spider-Man suit in his suit and shit too.
Okay.
So that's
All
like a
right.
little connection. But I liked how they did Ultron. I think it was a smart way to do it, just the way how they did it, because it also started the tricklings of what Civil War will be. It kind of trickling it started that whole issues with each other and kind of like arguing with each other and not seeing eye to eye with each other. The first sign of betrayal that kind of Tony Stark kind of did with the Avengers, saying that yeah I wouldn't get what I'm thinking and things like that, but instead of bringing it up to the crew, he brought it just between him and Hulk, and that's it. Because he honestly, I will say he thought everyone else was stupid and would never understand. But it also brings in that friction between the team, and it kind of goes into a way that what movies we go to eventually after this makes a lot of sense. And then also the whole the Iron Army and things like that from Iron Man 3 kind of builds into this, and him being like trying to save the world with the Iron Man suits and trying to just police the world with the Iron Man suits and stuff like that. And this one kind of backfires, and this one just thinks like people should be instinct because they do shit to themselves. So I actually
Hmm.
understood Ultron. Ultron had a very good point.
Well, he's basically Skynet because that's the only
Yeah,
solution that every type of AI ends up coming to, is that you can't save humanity because they do all the terrible things to
yeah.
themselves. So you have to get rid of them.
It,
So that's not surprising.
Yeah, and it's also like yeah, that's a big there's a big thing into that. Like honestly, like humanity does it to themselves, and most of the time it is, because even it goes to like you'll blame something to add to it, but also you're still doing it to yourself. People blame religion to things. People bring into race and things like that. So it goes into a whole different
And
thing into
the
it.
other thing I want to point out that they did to themselves, they made the AI.
Yeah,
So they killed them. So in the end, the thing that's killing you, they made themselves.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
that's that's basically the big circle of life here.
And
Humanity does it to themselves.
I like James Spader's performance as Ultron too, because he has that sarcastic tone, but also that dominant tone and things like that. So I really liked him. I liked his lines. I liked the whole Pinocchio no strings attached line. I liked it, a lot of those little grips that he said and how he talked about humanity and things like that. Like I thought he was a great villain to what he was doing.
How did you like the twins?
The twins, I
I
think
don't like I don't like the accents.
they're
They
very
felt
bad
fake.
accents.
They
Very
felt
bad
fake.
accents. But I like
Like I have no problem with either of those actors. Elizabeth Olsen is a good actress, and we know the other guy from freaking
Kick Ass.
uh Kick-Ass. Like he's Kick-Ass. He we heard him speak.
Yeah.
It's just like, man, those accents were
So,
really hampering the
yeah.
characters.
I always had issues with them because, again, we didn't have X Men in this MCU at the time. So basically, there's a um, big story there that's not being told and things like that. So they were just orphans that were put into the crystal and things like that. That kind of gave them powers and whatnot. But I think Scarlet Witch becomes a better character throughout the time that we see her. But in this one, she wasn't great to me. Like I again, the fake accents annoyed me, but I think she gotten better with it through time. And then Petros, like he kind of annoyed me too, even though because it was like the accents were bad. It was bad, but
It was bad.
the characters weren't bad in general. But I think not Quicksilver, he did, but but Scarlet
Yeah.
Witch becomes a better character throughout the other movies.
And that's one of those things I don't like. The we have to kill a villain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but is he really dead?
I mean, he ain't come back yet, right?
If the Iron Man suit is alive, Ultron somehow is alive
We'll see.
one day.
Will we see? I don't
I
think we
doubt
will.
it. I doubt we will see it,
I
but
think it'll just be another Quicksilver
yeah,
at some point.
or
We just
maybe
forget that ever happened.
Doctor Doom. We
No,
we
because I don't. Because you, when they replace the actors and actresses, it's gonna happen.
yeah.
They're not gonna continue the same exact thread. I don't
Um,
think.
but
I would assume because remember the time period. I'm just saying, by the time the last batch of actors and actresses stops being the iconic characters that they are, because they're
yeah,
already there's no more right. Unless there's a surprise, there's no more Cap
yeah.
being Chris Evans,
Well, there's
right?
There's
There's no
Falcon
more.
now. Yeah,
There's no more. No, I'm just saying the
yeah.
iconic ones. I mean, there's no more Robert Downey Jr. Right?
No, he
Comfort,
did.
but no, I'm just saying. Yeah, as far as not even the story, because characters can come back from the
Yeah,
dead.
yeah,
I'm just saying, as far as the people playing them saying, "I'm done, let me move on."
yeah.
The biggest ones are starting to all do that.
I think the only two is Ruffalo and Hemsworth. Those are the only two
And
that's
hence,
guaranteed
and
back,
so,
and Vision, I guess,
but I'm
and
just
Scarlet
saying,
Witch.
I'm assuming given the time, I don't think they're gonna be going through the same thread 5 years from
But so they do have this movie with the Armor Wars coming. They do have a lot of things going into Iron Man's critique stuff with Ironheart and things like that. So those are things that able to bring back the character Ultron because they're still dealing with the technology and the AI of all that stuff. And who knows they could bring back in that character. But if you go by how they do things, it's one and done. They bring the
now. Yeah,
character
yeah,
in. Once it's dead, it's dead, and they don't bring it back.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, if there's ever another Quicksilver, it'll just be something else.
It'll
It'll just be
be
someone
the
else.
X Men version because
Well,
it'll
not.
be the multiverse.
I mean, it'll be the the character will be unified, yes, but I mean, it might not even. Again, it might not even be the same actor. So
Well, they
it'll
did
be
they showed
that
it already.
one.
Yeah, it was the Fox Quicksilver and in WandaVision.
But I'm saying, no, but I'm just saying in
Yeah,
timeline, real world wise, like in five, whatever. Because remember, is how many until they're done with the phases? How many?
they're in 5 right now.
And then it was confirmed six, right?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. By the time they get to and finish six, I don't think we're gonna see these characters come back.
probably not.
I don't think like some even the ones that they did like update,
Yeah,
it just feels like they're not important enough. Like yes, she is.
yeah,
I don't think he is.
yeah. That's true.
And so I kind of feel like I'm of two minds whenever they do that to a character because I always feel with the MCU type of deal,
Yeah,
right? They shouldn't do what the old movies used to do, where they would just, we need a villain,
yeah,
put this guy in. Oh, guess what? We can't use him again. Kill him. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
the movies like that where they just kill him, like Batman.
yeah,
And I love the first Batman, but there was that thought process of we can't retread, we can't use him again, so
yeah,
kill the Joker.
yeah,
What? All right, Jesus. But so I just feel like that's just what ends up happening, just because time. It's like we
yeah.
can't just keep bringing you guys back.
Yeah. And it's crazy
But
too because you have characters that can do something with Ultron. Like, say for instance, you start a story with Doctor Doom and him finding old like AI technology from Tony Stark and using it to his advantage, kind of shit. You can't. You
have
have
they?
characters you can do that with, but I don't think they're gonna go with Ultron as a character again.
Yeah, yeah, probably not.
Because
Just
you
because
still
it
have
was.
Justin Hammer too. That's another character you have. It's still Justin Hammer. He's gonna be part of the Armor Wars. But again, you're not gonna bring Ultra back. You're gonna make your own army of shit in that sense.
Yeah, and it's not like I'm mad about it, but I'm just saying like, yeah, it's just gonna be a thing where they
Yeah,
move on. So I
you
get,
move
I
on.
get it.
So, what you rate this movie?
This one I'm gonna give a 3.75.
Okay, so your 375s consist of. Oh, you have a lot. So you
Oh,
have Hellboy 2, Spider-Man, Men in Black, Hancock, Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance, X-Men: Days of Future Past, Wanted, Two Guns, Defender,
oh wait,
Snow. Go ahead.
all right, two guns.
Two Guns. Over. All right.
Put it in front of two guns. Yes.
Avengers: Age of Ultron. 375. I gave it the same score. I put it right under Thor: The Dark World, and so I gave it a 375 as well. So we are back our comic book theater. We are moving on to our
Oh, wait,
next.
wait, wait, wait,
Go ahead.
wait, 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 wait. I just want to ask one thing because I had a theory about Tony's behavior, and I don't know if it was 100% confirmed that that was nothing to do with it. Was he influenced by the staff?
He was influenced by Scarlet Witch's like fucking powers. Like he
It
kind
was
of
her
yeah, it was
because
her
it
that
was a spell she
fucked with his
cast in the
head.
beginning.
Yeah,
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay,
it
okay.
was from her
Because
because she also fucked with Hulk's mind and all that shit too. And then Captain
yes,
America did the dance and shit. It was all cause of her.
okay, it was all because of her. Gotcha.
That bitch. All right, our next movie. I'm actually looking so forward to this. I haven't seen this in a while. Kingsman.
Okay, yes, sir.
After that, we got Ant Man, and then we got Fantastic Four, and that rounds out 2015. 2016, we have Deadpool, Batman vs Superman, Captain America: Civil War, X-Men: Age of Apocalypse, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Out of the Shadows, and Suicide Squad, and Split, Doctor Strange. That's 2016. 2017, we have Power Rangers, we have Logan, we have Guardians of the Galaxy 2, we have Wonder Woman, we have Spider-Man: Homecoming, we have Valerian, we have Kingsman 2, The Kingsman, and we have Atomic Blonde, Thor Ragnarok, and Justice League. So
Okay.
that's our next
Okay.
3 years of movies. 2015 is very short, so we only have three more movies of that. So Kingsman is next on our list. I like Kingsman a lot.
I just got some kind of bad news for game stuff.
Yeah.
So before we end it, I just want to put put my head down and shake it in shame. At this point, let me just read it to you what it says. WBC is its future game strategy to involve more live service, mobile, and free to play games. I don't have to read the rest, but they learned nothing from Suicide Squad.
Nope.
Rather than just launching a one and done console game, how do we develop a game around, for example, a Hogwarts Legacy or Harry Potter that is a live service where people can live and work and build and play in that world in an ongoing basis? WB Games CEO, redacted because I don't want to give them name any shine.
Yeah.
Jesus, woo,
We're just gonna
that sucks.
we're just gonna drown ourselves a little more. That's pretty much
I just
right
want to.
here.
So, if something's coming out of WB,
Yeah.
I feel for you. They learn nothing.
Yeah. It's it's
And
something.
people just keep feeding into that system of the live service bullshit. It's not good. I've yet to see one game that has learned the lessons from other companies and like done done by the people playing right.
Yeah.
Maybe Destiny 2. Maybe.
Yeah.
Because I think it's more subjective on their part whether or not you like what they make, but they're not trying to actively screw you.
Yeah.
I think that's the one live service game where I could say, yeah, they're not trying to screw you out of your money. And everybody else though, shit is just made to milk you out of money, dude. It's
Yeah.
not good. They're not making they're not making games to like for creative freedom, man.
Yeah.
It's just kind of morally bankrupt now. That sucks.
Yeah.
That blows.
When it comes to games like that, and honestly, I have not played it yet, but I'm hearing nothing but great things about it. But like more games should look into what Helldivers is doing, and then what WB is doing, because the creator of Helldivers and shit like that, he's been 100% upfront with the fans and everything like that. Because yeah, their servers couldn't handle they didn't expect the player count they expected, so they had issues with their servers. They had issues with that. They had to upgrade the servers, but they didn't charge anything of it. Honestly, they gave you bonus points and everything, so you could get more stuff and everything like that. It barely has microtransactions unless you really want some a skin and things like that. They're like maybe $3 to $4 max. Um, but the community and stuff like that. But their community and the company is like very upfront with everybody about it. And it has not been like showing things. Oh, we're just gonna throw this to put like no. They have everything to have a point. So I think more games should look into that spray of things if you want to be successful in that side and not what Suicide Squad is doing, because uh, I think the player count dropped like almost 70% over the weekend, and just people are just dropping off left and right. People don't care about the DLC. People don't care about the extra characters they're getting because they all play the
Gotcha. Yeah. Gotcha.
same.
Gotcha.
um, and what people want is a Batman Arkham Asylum. They don't want a Suicide Squad multiplayer game.
So the one thing that I saw, because I was watching Angry Joe actually stream it for his review, he had like a almost 2 hour long review of the
Yeah.
game, and the reason he did it was to show that he wasn't being biased,
Yeah.
and he put a lot of the footage from his streams and him and his friends playing, and that game just seems like they don't understand the essence of what made Batman so special.
Yeah.
And then you find out like the leads, I think, from the main guys,
Yeah.
main people from original Rocksteady left.
Oh, they left a while ago. Yeah.
And so they were hanging on, people were hanging on the legacy of the name and not really having the full story, that it's not the guys or the girls, people who were making the decisions that made you the Batman games.
Yeah. It was
And
so
so it's just like,
yeah, they left after they left actually starting to make this game.
I can see why.
Yeah.
I can see why. That's
Yeah.
kind of like the story about the guys who with Mass Effect,
Yeah.
where they left and they were kind of like they wanted to stay to make the new Mass Effect, and they were
Yeah.
like, nah, we just gonna go make our own thing, and then they had their own new studio and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like the the big people that own the IPs that people love, like they're killing them.
Yeah.
They're just milking them to death.
Yeah.
It's bad,
I'll say
really bad.
the best way if you don't want more shit like that, and best way to go buy it, don't buy it. Don't
But
purchase it.
younger people who don't really care or don't know to look through stuff, like I'm talking about like teens and
Yeah.
early 20s that aren't like they might be internet connected, but they're not like
Yeah.
reading information. They're on TikTok and all that shit, so they don't really care
Yeah.
because they don't have the information.
Yeah.
They're the ones buying the stuff,
Yeah.
and
Cause,
it's I don't.
Cause that game went on sale the week it came out.
I heard, but I mean, I can't. You can't really. I don't know what happened in the industry, but a few games did that because Like a Dragon also did that. So it can't just hold a
Yeah.
sale
Yeah.
like the dropping of the price for like some reason. Something must have happened. Like they were trying to get a big influx of people, and I guess a lot of companies saw that and were like, let's just do that.
Yeah.
That's a different thing. It's just that I'm saying that game. There's a lot of that game that is copy and paste. There's a lot of that game that is like it just seems soulless. It's a lot of it that seems like busy work,
Yeah.
and it's meant to just keep you locked in a loop doing the same things over and over again and giving you the most incremental upgrades. And then he showed a lot of the stuff like he goes, okay, I got this epic gun, the epic gun of Bane,
Yeah.
you know, the gun that Bane uses. And he's just like, so not only do they not know the characters because Bane doesn't use guns, but then they have you going for these epic guns with the character's name, and then he finds out that the gun is worse than the gun he had from the beginning.
Yeah.
When you see stuff like that, or when I see stuff like
Yeah.
that, it just makes me kind of sad. It's just like there's actually companies making stuff that's costing millions of dollars, but all they want to do is fool you.
Yeah.
It's just like what is that?
I think WB
They just want to
Studios
trick you.
100% looked at Fortnite and was like, yo, we need one of those.
Yeah. Yes.
We have
Yes.
these
Yes, sir.
licenses. Why don't you use them and see what we could get? Because seeing that they're popular, people will drop for it. And at least like with Fortnite, they're always updating. They're always adding more stuff. They're always adding things, and a lot of them are free of charge to go into it. Or if they're doing a vast update, they do charge you for the upgrade and shit like that. But again, that game's successful. It's been successful for quite some time, and this one is just like a money grab that isn't that great. And it showed with the reviews as well because and the funny shit is most of the people that reviewed it said the storyline is actually pretty good. It's
Hmm.
everything else that's really fucking bad, and it's like a
Yeah.
soulless version of mini games.
It's the there's a lot of things I see in this game that make me kind of like
Yeah.
shake my head,
Yeah.
but it's just that knowing that that's the strategy going forward is like,
Yeah.
bruh,
Then WB Games ain't gonna get my money.
they haven't, and they will not. No,
Yeah. I regret buying Mortal Kombat. But I'm actually glad
Yeah,
because I got to play as
yeah,
Peacemaker and he's actually quite funny as fuck. So I'm
that
actually
is
happy with
true.
that. But
That is
beyond that,
true.
like I'm very disappointed with Mortal Kombat One. I'm not like I was really into Mortal Kombat, the last Mortal Kombat, and I played it a
Mhm.
lot. I took a lot of time on it. I probably almost platinum it. It's just the online stuff I had to do. But other than that, like I was really into that game. And then this one, I fell off of it very fast because there's just better games out there. There's Tekken 8. Tekken 8 is fucking amazing.
Mhm.
Street Fighter 6 is fucking amazing. So those games are just better, and they just do everything better. They have a better community. They work with the community a lot better, and it just shows like night and day between that and Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, it does. It does. It do.
And you know what? And shout outs to the Tekken creator. He actually explained why they do the microtransactions and the
Yeah, I
fees they
saw that.
charge and whatnot. And it
I
makes
saw that.
sense. It makes 100% sense to keep servers on, to keep these things on. They also still have to keep the Tekken 7 servers on. They still have Tekken 6 servers on. So yeah, that costs money. And it's very understandable.
Yes.
Games cost money, so pick and choose who you want to support. I'm fine with supporting a game. It's just as long as you make me a good game.
I just wish more people would care what they did with their money instead
Yeah.
of just throwing away their money.
I would say 100%. Like, if you want a multiplayer game that's hot right now, go to Helldivers. $40. No microtransactions.
Yeah, do it.
Straight action and save the world for democracy and killer bugs and shit. It looks like a fun game. Like again. I'll eventually probably play it because a lot of my friends are playing and they're telling me to jump on it. I have not gotten into it. Again, I've been on Final Fantasy right now. I was a Like a Dragon, Infinity Wealth, and then I went to Final Fantasy remake, and now Rebirth, and then WWE just came out. So I'm kind of busy right now with the games I have, um, but it looks fun. It looks fun as hell. I watch videos all the time. I was watching Up Up Down Down play it, and I think the party was playing it. Breeze, Cole, and Claudio, and I was just enjoying watching it because it was just hilarious and how what they were doing and how the things work and stuff like that. It looks like it's just a fun game. So support the fun games. Don't support the shit that they think is gonna be fun, but it's soulless.
Mhm.
All right, wrap this up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. Make sure you check us out anywhere and everywhere. Recyclone Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud, Spotify, and we got a WordPress. So check it out.
Yep, yep.
Where you at, Mark?
Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch, or Mark the Mic. Also follow my TikTok, Mark the Mic. I do a lot of game posts and figure posts and many other things in between. I do have the Bike Mice and Morris coming in this week, so I might have a figure review of those. So stay tuned for that. And always remember, follow the Jinkies.
He's hungry.
And also listen to our other cast, the Morphin Cast, Not Trekkie, the Gamer Rage, and Asho.
Do it.